Hey guys, Nate with BD Outdoors. I'm here with Bill from Pacific Freedom Marine Group. We're up here in Long Beach. We're gonna take a look at a Defiance behind me. It's a 25-foot boat. It's an awesome option for the SoCal fishery. Bill, tell us a little bit about the boat.
So we're here, we're gonna go through the Defiance 250 Admiral. It's a pilot house, 25 foot, twin engine powered.
What do you like about the design of this boat's hull, this Defiance?
So we've got a nice sharp entry to handle the rougher water. We've got a reverse chine to keep the water control down and also give us a good lift and fuel economy.
Awesome, very cool. I like the color as well, it's a cool gray.
Yeah, it's the new titanium color.
Awesome.
Sharp looking. Brackets back here on the outboard bracket, we've got twin 200 horsepower Yamaha 4-strokes. That's the larger power option for this model. Fully integrated transom. We've got a flip down swim boarding ladder, hydraulic steering controls.
Awesome. So Yamaha kind of speaks for itself. Reliability, performance. What kind of performance are we getting out of this 25-foot Defiance? What are we cruising at?
Cruising is really going to depend on the water conditions, but you should
Right.
see it, 25 to 30 cruise, top out in the 40-mile-an-hour range.
Awesome. So it gets going.
Gets up and goes.
First thing I notice is there's a ton of fishing room. Guys, this is an absolute fishing machine. It's a utilitarian tool for killing fish. Everything is laid out in a very organized way. Tell me a little bit about how this boat is constructed and how the fishing area is laid out.
So we've got a large cockpit for fishing. Our boats are fully constructed with composite materials. There's no wood in the hull construction. All of our cavities inside the hull are lined with foam, so we have flotation, unsinkable hull. We've got a large 50-gallon live well bait tank here. We've got large in-floor fish boxes to put your catch in. They have a pump out, which we'll move to across the back here. You can pump out both sides, port and starboard.
And do those fish holds have macerators as well?
They do. They have a macerator pump out.
Awesome.
Here, you can switch between either side. You've got your live well pickups for your live well bait tank and wash down, a bilge pump, access to your fuel filter. 3-sided cushion cockpit bolster, so when you're leaning against the rail when you're fighting the fish, comfortable, it's not banging you up.
Awesome, and then I also noticed here, there's a little space. I kind of saw you just naturally putting your toe under there. What's the?
That's a tow rail, so you can put your feet in there and lock yourself in so you can fight the big guys.
Oh, that's pretty unique.
We're moving forward. We've got a nice securable glass door here with the deadbolt, so you can lock it and keep all your belongings and fishing gear tied up.
On a lot of these cabin fishing boats, one thing I noticed is that this is not a glass door typically. So when you're inside of the cabin, you have a little tiny square to see what's going on in the fishing zone. This boat's very unique in that this is all clear. You can see what's going on behind you. When I'm inside, you can look through that glass door, see if you're getting bit, see that the lines are running correctly, all that good stuff. You got the standard rocket launchers, 2 rows of those up top. The lights. Yeah, this is a killer fishing area for sure.
So inside we've got seating for 4, 2 bucket seats with suspension cushion ride. Down below here we've got your battery switches, so everything is out of the weather and inside. We've got your batteries, dual battery set up down below. We've got floor storage and access to your macerator pump for your head. More storage.
Lots of storage, that's great. And I'm a big fan of the shock absorbing seats. Save your back on the ride home or during the winter when it's not as fun. And I think one of the coolest things about this boat is just the cabin itself, like this boat is definitely for the fisherman who's going to be fishing during the off season, whether it's for rockfish, halibut, local yellowtail thing. Just having an area to be inside and out of the elements is a good thing during those times of the year. So this is definitely a die-hard fishing vessel.
Inside the cabin we've got open and closing port and starboard windows. We've got an optional opening forward windshield when you have those warmer days. You want to get some more air flow through the cabin here. Or on the cold days, you seal everything up and brings down your noise and keeps the elements outside. Here we've got Alaska bulkhead with a closing door. for privacy if you want to duck into the V-berth and get a little rest. We've got a customizable dash. You can put your own choice of electronics here on the dash. We've got a digital display for the Yamahas, hydraulic steering. All of our switches are labeled, room for some expansion for your own personal options.
Very nice. And do these, on this switchboard here, do these light up when one of them is selected?
Yeah, they have a LED ring that lights up around the switch.
One thing I noticed about the cabin, it's a good amount of room in here. Probably will not be bumping my head in rough seas. I think that's a big deal. I got great visibility all the way around. The seats are not too low, they're not too high. You got lights on both sides. I really think that this is laid out purely to fish and for the purpose of being able to see as well as you can while you're in an enclosed environment. Okay, so the 25-foot Defiance, gist of this boat, it's gonna get you out of the weather. If you're lobster hooping, if you're going on a diving trip, if you're going to the islands, maybe thinking about sleeping on the boat, doing some sea bass fishing, this is the boat for you. Gets you out of the elements. You have great visibility, adequate power to get where you want to go, and everything is designed in a very organized and utilitarian way. It's an awesome option for the SoCal fishery.